I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is October 9th, Wednesday, 2024. I hope you had a good day today. So, as we discussed yesterday, you'll see that we were talking about just pretty much going straight up. We did get a little retrace back into the previous day's open, not yesterday. That would be the day before that. So that would be Monday. Monday's open, right? Down candle, and then just expanded off, and we pretty much got to like right here, right, of this story. So let's go into it here. Let's see. Here you see, this is the 1 hour. Can't even fit everything on the 1 hour anymore here. But you'll see here that we opened up. Asia brought it down. Wanted to get out some of those late buyers, right? Also retesting and coming back to the new week opening gap right there for us this week. Plus the gaps. So we went from these gaps here up to there, came down to here, messed with almost all three of them. Here, came up to here, right? And then expansion off. So the objective today was obviously the previous day's high, which would be Tuesday, and then that objective right there. That was really the main objective here. And then if you had an objective after that, it would be getting into this imbalance right there. So just framing how this looks like, and take a look here. As you can see, well, I can come back to that. Still, let's take a look. Beautiful day for me, but I caught the first buy by sitting in the hospital while my wife had a surgery, and then I made it back home to screenshot finishes, but I'm not even going to go there. So take a look here on the 15-minute. Very key to pay attention. You see the today's opening gap right there, right? And you see, again, we come underneath, resistance, come down. You see how we come back down to this area. And again, there's too many gaps there. It's hard to kind of, let me see if I can bring this 1 minute over. Maybe this will be a little more legible here. I know it's kind of hard to see this. Let me see if I can do this because the week opening gap is in the way. So down here is there's one gap right there, right here, and then there's a second gap here, and then a third one that's darker. So there's three here, but there's technically two. But now I'm transferring to the 1 minute here. You can see the midnight level opens. Trying to do this, trying to see if you can see this, but you get an order flow down here, and then we came down to wipe out this guy right here. See the reason why they wipe out this guy right here. This is from yesterday. The reason why they do that is because when this pops, let me just open up this price action, and this is how these videos get long. This price pushes up, pushes back down. You don't know if it's bullish yet, even though I'll take this buy. But then you get a push up here. You don't know it's bullish yet until you switch above here. See how it switches above and retraces back? Then motherfuckers is like, yeah, we're getting in right here. Is it a coincidence that when they came back, let's move all the way to the left. You see how they take that out? See that? See that? Coincidence, right? No, because they know what they're doing. I'm going to say this gently, and hopefully no one, children are listening to this. These people are bastards. I'm going to say this very gently. These people are bastards. If you knew who the real market maker was, and you knew what they were doing to this world and every industry. I'm not talking about this industry. That's why I got into this business. All right, I'm not going to go down that hole, but you probably know who I'm talking about. And just anyways, so these people are bastards, scum of the earth. And I knew one day being in this business is going to affect me because I knew I was going to deal with their shit. But at the same time, I did it. I came into it because of the fact that I will be able to profit from it. I swear my mother, that was the only reason why. Right? But that's another conversation. So we were coming down here. Again, we had, what did we say? We had, oh boy. Wasn't there another one there? Yeah, right. That's from last week's. So that little one in the background there. All right. So again, there's three. There's two, and then there's a third one that's sitting in the bottom one. Okay, so that's how we tapped right there. Is what I'm really trying to say. That's the manipulation. So let me. Oh, now they busted up. I'm glad I got out. Just in case. But okay, so this is accumulation. Here's your manipulation right here. Obviously London. And let me throw you another side note. These bastards who I'm talking about, the scum of the earth, these people, I know the money is sitting in Europe. It's sitting in that part of the world, because what a coincidence that they're always getting the bottom of the bullish day of the wick, right? And then New York continues, but that's again another conversation. But I know that money's sitting over there. It ain't America. It ain't New York. It ain't New York. They front like it is, but it's not. Anyways, let me not go down that hole. So as you see, we tapped in here. We're playing around. We're coming back. We're retesting. You could go screenshot this and look at it if you want. Go put them on your chart. I can't go through all that. But let's come back out. So now we came back up. We came up to the Asia highs here by wiping out that liquidity first, and then we rated that. Now this obviously this is anything below this level is where you want to buy, specifically the midnight level. But can you see the speaker here? I'm sure you guys saw that, right? Speaker here. See the lower lows, very very small, right? And then boom, right up, right? And then boom, right down, and then up, and then down, right? So this is when this is happening. I'm not confused. I know this is a speaker. Yes, it'll induce me to get into this trade here, for example, right? Because we just rated this low. Keep in mind though, let me transfer the 15. You can see, look at the bodies right there. They tell the story right there. See that? See this 930 and the 945. So we understand, I understand that we're also going to be using this gap. Yes, it's coloring outside the lines, fine. But the point is that this is just a speaker. You can see it very clear. You can see it right there. You see the origin. See how it pops up, and then it starts to kind of like get really thin, and then boom, you make this high first. Then you make this low first. So this is the origin, right? Then it just, now from this bigger fractal speaker, you can see that we're doing the lows first, then the highs, then the lows, then the highs. Now this didn't break that, which is a great thing for me when I'm buying here, because I know that now we're going to attack this top side. It would have been worse if they took out this liquidity first and then came down. Could you have sold it? No, I probably wouldn't have done that because I'm bullish. I'm looking for buys anyway. If you caught this sell from before, then I am mad at you. That's great. Take the sell down here to that low. Take the buy up to here. I mean, ping ponging, right? Like literally switch, right? But it's better to take out this. It's better to buy here. Even though I know that this midnight level is dangling, which sucked. And that's what sucked for me when I took these buys here. I also took this buy right here, and I was like, they're going to hit that midnight level. But they also love to do that. I have a nice divergence here on the 1 minute, right? Nice divergence right there. Look at that. Look at this candle right here. This 946. Manipulation at its finest. They put no wick there. They're trying to make it look like, man, it's going to come back. But I have to roll with it. Now, that's just me. But I understand, again, the if you look back on the 15-minute, very clean, right? Very, 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 very clean. This is the 1 minute. So when you have this type of situation, you want to kind of, obviously you want to go down. Let me take a look at the 5 real quick here. Where are you? No, not right there. Yeah. So the 5 is that's all right, but the 15-minute, man, to be real with you, is super clean. Now the goal here, the secret here, is to wait for these 15-minute candles to finish closing, so then you can get in the next candle, right? Because like for example, this candle right here. You see these two wicks, tweezer bottoms right here. So the 945. Which is, let's go right here. 945 is this candle right here. See this little down candle? Stops right there. So that's the opening of the 15-minute. Then it comes down. That's the wick. That's the wick. So that's the wick there, right? So, and then when it shoots up, it's gone, right? And then it's just a bullish candle. So understanding that logic, you have to solve your problem, and for you to wonder like how I catch these bottoms and tops is because I look at the 5. I want to wait for the 5-minute and the 15-minute to close. If I have a 5-minute that's still not closed, I have to let it do its thing sometimes, so I can get into the next 5-minute. Sometimes I'll catch in on the 5-minute that I'm in, and I'll catch like the wick of that, but it's like I have a higher probability of getting rated or failing. So I'm just giving you the logic here. So the price pushes up here. Now we have that 940 candle right there. The first imbalance, you drag it out, right? So we come up underneath it, tags it, comes back here. Now the 50% of these down candles, the specific ones that were important today were on the money. So for example, like I got traded in here after they rated this. My level was here, but when we came back down, look where we stopped. See this candle, this 957, right to the tick of the 50% of that body. So, and if you're if to ask your question, where would you put the stop loss? My 2 minimum areas are underneath the low and then underneath the 50% of that candle. Because if it's going underneath that, it invalidates my entire trade. Sure enough, it held, pops up. You get an imbalance right there. See that 959? I got it dragged out. Taps it. Plus, we got the gap in the background. All right, you got to pay attention to these things. Then we push up, right? We push up. Small opening range gap. Not even going to discuss that. And then we come back down right here. What's it called? Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. So we pop up. We come back down. All right, and then we pop up again here. We make a new high. We retrace back, and we are now, you can see the bodies. Look at this 1005 and 1006. The body's sitting inside that first imbalance. We're also, we wick below a little bit, but body, look at staying. Look at the 1008, 1009. Body is sitting right on top. Can't miss that. Beautiful, beautiful order flow. That's fine with me. Holding this trade. Where am I holding this trade to? You obviously know I'm holding it for. I'm definitely holding it past yesterday's high. We're too close to that, especially if it's FOMC day. I'm holding it for this level right here, and 3 drives up. So I ended up getting out right here. So we raid that level. That's that green line in the background, right? It's thin. I should probably make it thicker, maybe. Let's do it like that. So we raid it there, and then I'm looking for 3 drives. So 1, 2, then 3. I get out right here, actually, right there. So as we're coming up, so I'm holding, and you got to be able to hold these trades. So and you have to understand where your targets are. So obviously Friday, and then obviously that's connected with that pool of last week's high. Look at that, right? We discussed that yesterday. They came up to it right underneath it, and they didn't take it out. Fucking bastards. Why did they do that? Well, they pull back in because they've accomplished squeezing everybody out here. And then they've also built liquidity, and then they retrace back to wipe out the buyers, late buyers right there. See that? So that they accomplish 3 things in the same doing. All right, let me move forward. So here we push up, we come down, we retrace. This is a 1 minute, so we have this down candle, but at the same speaking, when we push back up, if you look on the 15-minute, there is that is a 15-minute imbalance. So when this price comes up and it retraced back in, I got the last down candle highlighted because I know that's going to be support. But to be refined, I have the 15-minute, and then look at the 50%. We tag it right there, and then they rate it one more time. Beautiful right there. We're not on an oversold or anything, which is good. It's showing more strength to the top side, and we continue. So this is, if you look at the 15-minute. You can see, look how they came back in. Fucking bastards. See how we, see right here. So we, consolidation right here, right? And then we expand, right? For a classic buy day. So it's very similar to yesterday's, right? The only difference between yesterday and today is that we didn't really get we did get a big drop in London, in Asia, but it didn't. It's very similar. So consolidation, push up, accumulation 1, expansion, accumulation 2, and then push off, right? So that's a classic buy candle, buy daily candle. Same story here, right? You can see this now. Maybe this is starting to be clear to you for those who are struggling. Consolidation, expansion. Well, this is my first accumulation here, right? And it's a buy model. So I'm looking to the right side of the curve while we're buying. I'm looking for accumulation 1. That's why I'm still holding here. I'm not getting out here. I'm holding here. And if I was to get out, I would have re-entered here. That would have been my goal. And then continuing, step 2 is here. Try to fit this all in here. This is your second accumulation right here. All right, and then we rate up. Now we've already, the goal is up here, right? But I can't hold for this high today because it's probably not going to happen today. So me understanding that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I've got some beautiful trades. I'd like to show you, but I want to keep my ego out of this and stop showing the trades. It's just ridiculous. It really is, man. But anyways, so we continue, we push up here, and now we get to that level. We get to that level, and we make another higher high, right? Slowly coming up. Boom. I get into this sell right here. Why? Because this is 12 o'clock. So time is the major factor here. Time is the major factor. Plus, we just took out that top wick on the 4 hour. If I go to a 1 hour, you'll also see here that we dip right into this imbalance here. See this? See this imbalance right here? This wick right here? So that's also, you're looking to the left past this high. Well, what's above here? Well, we have the 50% of that wick. We have that wick, and then there's an imbalance sitting here. So if I draw it on a 1 hour, you'll see that we fall short of it 50%. I'm going to draw it out just for this situation. Right there is good enough. So if you see this, now, boom, right there. See that? So I know I'm inside that now. And then the bodies get real small and it's sideways, right? See that? We've been up here for a moment, and this was tough. This was tough. I took a loss trying to even catch this. But then I had what was on my side was 12 o'clock. As soon as 12 o'clock came, I pushed the button. So boom, comes down. Where was I going with this? This is a lot to discuss, dude. So my goal was to get underneath this level right here. Why? Because this is a sell model. You have a consolidation. And look at the way they dangle this carrot here. This is just so common and obvious, man. And that's why I attack breakout traders. So because it's easy to do that, right? But here, just back to the story. Consolidation, we push up, right? And then we retrace back. When I took this sell, where am I going? I want to come right into below here. What did it do? Came to 50% of that imbalance right here. Now, I should carry it to this gap to include it. It wouldn't show you 50%. Just happened to be that I didn't take the gap. But if you went to a, was it a 5 minute? Also, well, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, it was a 5 minute. Let me go to it. There's no way to make video short, bro. There's just no way. So right here, you can see that 5 minute right here, right? Also that's 50% right there. I understand that, right? But I mean, it's I don't need, if I talk more about it, it's just overkill. Let's just put it that way, right? So I'm taking this trade. So 3 drives, 1, 2, 3, boom. I got all the screenshots for all these trades, just so you know. But anyways, so while this is coming down, I'm looking to the left side of the chart, which would be all this. So my target's here, and while it's coming down, it shoots down, breaks through. So all breakaway gaps. We don't have imbalances coming right back into it or nothing. That's strength. That's good. Comes back down. Now, while I'm coming up, let me move this to the right. While I'm coming up, before I even see this, I'm just using these imbalances to carry me up, right? Just to carry myself up. Now, when I get here, and yes, it did not hit 50%, but it doesn't have to. And I'd prefer it not to if it's going to be weak, to be honest with you. Look at these guys, man. End of the day shit. Watch him explode right now. Anyways, so with that being said, now when I'm coming down, I'm using the same left side of the chart that got me up. I'm looking to see how it's going to respect down. So this price comes down here. All right, pops up, comes up to this stretched out imbalance right here, this 1147. Look how the body's stopping its tracks. And look how we don't take out this bearish imbalance, this 1201. Notice how they dangle this, and I'll show you in a second why. Look at these fucking guys, silly. Should be illegal. These people should be thrown in a. I ain't gonna go there. So, price pops up, and then second leg down. Look at them. Oh God, I can't stand these fucking people, man. To be real with you, it's just personal for me. It's very personal. They're literally wiping out my entire race right now. Been doing it, but anyways, fuck them. So here, the price comes back up here, and then we're sitting in this imbalance, this 1214. All right, you see that 1214 right there, and then we're tapping back underneath this bullish imbalance, this 1135. See how we come right underneath and tag it? Beautiful, and they overlap. It overlaps. That bearish imbalance and bullish imbalance overlap. Beautiful. We get that second leg down, third leg down. 1, 2, 3 candles. Boom. Reach right to this target. And I, again, got screenshots for all of this. And then I do decide to take a scalp here because I know the news is at 2 o'clock. So I take this trade right here. I literally reverse the trade, get in, and then I take it up to here. So this is so I'm getting a pump. That's my number one goal. Second goal, where's my retracement? Or where's my slight dump if it's bullish? Or retracement. We'll just call it a retracement. This is it right here. Right? I got that retracement. Right? I allowed this to flow, so I'm not worried about this. To me, this is a retracement, but this is not what I'm looking for because I know I need to break this high that we're discussing right there in the green. Look at these bastards. So that's the retracement. So 1, 2, and now the third trade. How I would approach this and how I did is I bought here, and to take it, if I don't know if it's going to take out this high, right? Especially with the news coming, and I know it can give volatile. Look at how the bastards did this. But from here to here, coming back from 50% of this range that we came down, so taking the buy to up here is a minimum. Now, to wait for that high to get taken out, that's normally where I would wait. But at the same speaking, look how it doesn't take it out, right? Look how it doesn't take it out, and it retraces all the way back. Now, for me, you should be good enough. The goal of this third trade is not to carry it up here because I know we got news, but the goal here is to just be profitable. You don't need to be right. You have to understand that is very key. So we come up, and then they retrace it back, and then while it's coming back, I have that bearish imbalance there. I have this bullish, which is this 1221. And then I have this 1220. Look how they come back all the way. Well, they blow through it, but then I'm expecting this to be the last resort, right? To hold. Plus this down candle. Look where this low comes to. Look where the low comes to. 50% of that candle. Again. Happened again, right? So, happened here. Happened here, and happened right here. Even better, right here. Look at that. So, but then guess what? When it wicks back in, comes playing around. And by the way, you have that high that you broke. So you can see that it's dancing around that, right? It is hugging it. And I'll show you more as we go. Do you have that high dragged out? Probably not. You need to. So let's go back to this. Look at the body stopping right there. And this is the signature. And I have 50% of that wick. So I have that imbalance holding, right? Plus, I'm sorry, it's an inversion, really. You see this, right? So it's really, I'm talking about the 1218, but the 1220 is also an imbalance. So that little U right there. So I'm not gonna highlight both. I'm gonna highlight just the bearish one. It's fine. But as you see, the body stop in its tracks. So if the price went any lower than this, Okay, yes, it came down and it stopped at 50% there, but then it came back up. Now, when it came back down, I don't want to see nobody's close below 50%, and I don't want to see that low get taken. That's as far as it goes. You can kill the trade immediately right there. What does it do? Pops up. Look how it comes up. And if you are watching price at 12:31, I'm sorry, at 1:31, which is 13:31, the PM session kicks in. If you watched this, you saw how it shot up quick and came back down. And what did they do? What did they do? Remember, this gap was empty. Look, I can't make this shit up. See that? So when they hit that, they technically not only got out the late sellers, but they also balanced that price, right? Because it was momentum. So look how they stop on a dime, these fucking bastards. Okay? So I got out here. And then guess what? Then news comes out. Okay, so here's to show you the manipulation. Manipulation hardcore. Remember, when this price comes down, that was a goal just to get to here. Now, does this dangling carrot, does this get hit or not? Why? Because this high, they pushed through. Look at the breakout traders still winning. They're still winning. Even when it came down here, they're still winning and holding. Look at this. I'm trying to tell you people, man, these people are scum of the earth. Literally. I'm upset today about who they are, I guess. But so look what happens here. Price comes down here. It's holding. You break through here on a 30-second. You could see this very clear. Do the homework. On a 30-second, you could see this bullish. Was it this one, right? Yeah. If you highlight this candle here, you could see that this inverts right there. See that? See that right there? Right. Look at the bodies right there. See how it slams down from right there? See how it came underneath and then boom. So I'm about this 151 and 152. See that? I'm trying to tell you, bro. And then what do they do? So the news is he's supposed to be starting to talk at 2 o'clock. Oh, guess what time it is? 1:53. 7 minutes prior. Oh, so you're telling me before the guy talks, nothing is happening here. And then at 1:53, the price shoots down, wipes out that buyer there, and conveniently tags this guy right here. I don't even have to draw it. You can see that. See that? See that? Fucking bastards. I bought this. And where did I take this to? Well, I took it above this high. All right, and put my stop loss right there and got knocked out right there. I wasn't playing with these people. I'm out for blood. I'll tell you that. But come on, man. Oh, and then after 1:53, oh, you telling me that the 2 o'clock starts coming around and he's talking and nothing's going on? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. All right, just get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyways, and as you see, we're hugging that high right there, and then shoots off. Super dirty. Didn't even give you a chance to get in. That's how you know it's expanding, right? And then I got out literally right there, all right? And then, and why I got out, look at this. Retrace all the way back here. Got out of any momentum traders. So even momentum trader, you could be a momentum trader, not even breaking a high, just from the momentum of the candle. The candle will tell you the story. Like, it'll literally tell you the story right here, right? Look at these three right here. Do you think it's by accident that they come right here? Because right here, you don't know what's happening yet. I know, but general people don't know. But then guess what happens when it's the candles here? They're like, oh, it's going up. And then with this 225 shoots off. If you didn't get it by then to take out this high, then you know what I'm saying? Like, convenient. Anyways, let me stop, man. But fuck, 28 minutes. So here, you had higher lows here with S&P, and then you had lower lows with Dow and Nas, and that's how I got this buy as well. That was also part of the confluence. There's much more to say, and I just can't. You know, I don't know what else I could tell you, but here, when I took the buy, right here, you can see we got lower lows here with S&P and Dow, and then we had higher lows here. I was already in, and then when the price came up here, when Dow came up here, we had higher highs right here, and we had lower highs here with NAS and S&P. So that was the reason why I got out, because this, well, I'm getting out because the news is coming, but from that trade that I told you I bought right here, it's because it's probably going to raid back down. It's another leg, so 3 drives. See that? So you see that on an S&P clean, but you didn't see that here, right? You only got pretty much 2 drives, right? But just understanding. So that being the case, all in agreement with rating those lows and then pushing up. So okay, dollar, another bullish day. No shit, obviously. And then bullish for Dow. Classic buy day, same story. Now you get this, you're starting to see this, right? And S&P all-time highs again. Not surprising. So obviously we knew that it was going to go up. I feel like I'm missing something here. Nvidia also made some new highs. They're slowly inching their way up to try to probably get this. We'll see what happens here. But in general speaking, it's probably just still bullish. So another 30-minute video, man. Those are the trade. I'm not even gonna show you. I can't fall a victim into wanting to show the trades, having to do it like I'm a dancing monkey or something. Like I have to keep this smooth, man. So just I don't know what else to tell you, man. But so hopefully you're learning something here, and then I think there's CPI tomorrow, so I'm expecting a big expansion up. So unless they try to whip it back down to wipe out some of this right here, this little breakout in between here. Oh, this is what I wanted to mention. See the 1 hour? So that's why when it came back down, look when they did all this bullshit here. See this? When they did this, I understood. I understood that that they wanted to tap underneath that candle. See the 11 o'clock? See how they came underneath and they tapped in? That was all they needed to push up. So I'm assuming CPI might come in here and take this out and retest back this high again, right? Drag that out. But I'm expecting an expansion for the rest of the week, in general speaking. God damn, I know I'm missing something. I think this is good enough, bro. You guys take care and God bless.